Hi, it was a pleasure meeting you today, and I'm really excited to start helping you soon. Before your next appointment, though, I just want to share with you 3 quick chiropractic terms and explain what to expect on your next visit. The first term is called subluxation. That's a misalignment of the spine. That's the main thing I'm looking for. So when we get a misalignment of the spine, ouch, that pressure on the nerve, that's what causes all the problems. When that bone slips out of place and puts pressure on that nerve, that's called a subluxation. Now, an adjustment is what I do to correct subluxations. Now, how does an adjustment really work? Well, the first job is to get the mobility back in that spine, because when that spine's in a bad position, it's stuck and fixated. When we get it back into the good position, it restores the mobility. That's the increase in range of motion. That range of motion and mobility improves the blood flow. That blood flow then reduces the inflammation and restarts the healing process of that area of the body and spine. Most importantly, though, we're trying to get the pressure off that nerve so that the downstream tissues can start to heal. Because when the pressure's on the nerve, the brain can't fully communicate to that area of the body, and that leads to breakdown over time. When we get the pressure off the nerve, that healing can finally restart, and that's where all the chiropractic magic happens. Now, the last word is chiropractic, and that just means the practical use of hands. Chiro means hand, practice, practical. And so we'll be applying my hands with skill to your subluxations with adjustments to get you well. Sound good? I thought so too. So how does healing really work in this office? Let this top line represent you feeling and functioning perfectly back when you were a kid. And then you have some wipeouts on the bike maybe, and maybe life gets a little more serious after high school. You go through a car accident, maybe some serious life stress. Then we end up down here in symptom land. And it could be anything from headaches to neck pain to low back issues to reproductive dysfunction, maybe even heart issues, frequent illness. It really just depends on what nerves are compressed, doesn't it? We have a couple options at this point. The first option is you can do nothing. And what does that do? Well, actually just lets the problem slowly get worse. Just like a cavity slowly rotting out a tooth. It didn't start off painful, but if you just let it rot over time, you're going to get a wicked toothache. The same thing with your spine has been occurring. So we got to start to turn this ship around. So you made a great decision to get started here. We're going to do that for you. Another option outside of our office, though, is you can take some more pain medications, or you can even get some needle injections. We rarely recommend those, though, because they're just covering up the problem. They're not really going to get you better. For our more serious cases, surgery is an option. And we try to take that away as much as we can because the surgery is permanent and it has a really low success rate. And from what we've seen, actually, we've actually been able to cancel multiple surgeries just by our precision care in the spine to get you well. So the last and the best option is this boom, 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 just with some reps of adjustments over time. Now you notice we may get some soreness at the start here, and that's just because I'm breaking up those adhesions and arthritis in the spine. And then to stick with me though, because we'll get you up here to feeling and functioning perfectly. Now what happens from here to here varies a ton, and that's based on your findings, and that's what I'll be going over next. Right here is where I'll be going over your exam results and x-ray findings. Now that exam told me which vertebra are in trouble and need the work and that are causing your problem. The x-rays reveal if there's any complicating factors such as disc disease or breakdown or spinal arthritis. And if those are present, all it means is it'll take a little longer for you to get well, but that's totally okay. On this next visit, I'll also be going over how your insurance works and a couple of easy payment arrangements for you to get started. This next visit is very important, not only for your health now, but for your future as well too. And because of that importance, many people like to bring in their spouses or fellow decision makers in with them so they can decide to get better faster. Today was a great day. I was so excited to meet you, and I'm looking forward to helping you in the future.